In this video, I'll be demonstrating a 3-bit Xerox machine with the enhancement of password system. First of all, we have 3 input switches which are connected to a 7-segment display, um, which shows us the required number of printed papers. The input switches are also connected to a 3-bit converter, which consists of 3 XOR gates, which are then connected to an inverter, and then finally to an AND gate to create the complete converter. And then let us talk about the password system. So first of all, you have an enable, which has a switch connected to it, and you have 3 to 8 decoders. The first decoder requires output 1, second decoder requires output 6, and third decoder requires output 9. So the password needs to be 169 for the decoder to be high, because it's connected to an AND gate. The output of each decoder is connected to an AND gate, so each decoder needs to have its respective number 169 for the AND gate to be set to high. And then the AND gate is connected to the clear of each JK flip-flop in the synchronous counter. Okay, now let us talk about the synchronous counter. Synchronous counter receives its clock from the output of 3 inputs, which is the output of the converter plus the power and the clock switches. Then the output is provided in the clock, which gives pulse to the clock, and J and K are of all 3 flip-flops are connected to a logic high input, and then the Q of each JK flip-flop is connected to the input of its respective XOR gate. So the first XOR gate to the first JK flip-flop, second JK flip-flop to the second XOR gate, and the third JK flip-flop to the third XOR gate. And then the Q bar of each JK flip-flop is connected to the clock of the next one. So here Q bar, the clock of the second JK flip-flop, Q bar to the clock of the third JK flip-flop. And finally the Q of each JK flip-flop is connected to a 7-segment display for the purpose of displaying the current number of printed papers. So for demonstration, let me start the circuit. So first of all, let's say we want to create 3 papers, or we want to print 3 papers. So we're going to turn the power on, set it to high, set the clock to high, or enable the clock, and then we set the enable to high. Then we provide the password 1 6 and 9, and the current number of printed papers is 3. Let's say we change it to 5. It's 5. Let's say we change it to 4. 1 2 3 4. Let's say we provide a different password 168, for example. The printed papers are 0, so you need to provide the correct password in order for the circuit to work. And yes, that's the conclusion of this video.